Morning, Raj.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, all. Okay, just give few more minutes now. Few other people also will join. Yeah, good morning, all. Just give me few more minutes. I will start exactly at 5:75. Okay. Thanks for joining the session. Okay, so I'll share my screen. You please let me know whether you're able to see the screen or not, and let me know the audio connections is fine. If you are able, is there any problem? Please let me know.
Wow.
Okay.
Everything fine,
Yeah,
Ashish.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for confirming. Okay, so in the yesterday session, no, we were discussing a just small demo, and also we were discussed a brief intro on how the recruiting process flow and all we have seen. Okay, in this today's session, yeah, I'll show you how to create a requisition. Okay, so you might me ask me a question why how to create a requisition in the session two itself only. Okay, so when you create a requisition, there are I mean there are multiple configurations that we can see. Okay, so once if you find out this way how to create a requisition, then later on I will explain you. Okay, when you are creating a requisition, what configuration as an implementation team that we have to configure. Okay, that and all you'll get a very clear idea when you create a requisition. Okay, so directly example, I'm the recruiter. Okay, directly I'm creating a requisition. Okay, how recruiter is creating a requisition. Okay, before that itself only we might have configured whatever the topics is available in the recruiting based on the customer requirement. We have to implement it, or else we have to configure in the backend everything in the system. Later on only we will deliver that particular configured thing to the recruiters. Okay, they can directly start creating the requisitions. Okay, so today what we will do, okay, just a small requisition will create, and what are all the forms is available inside, what configurations that we have did previously, everything that we will observe it here. Okay, so but here clearly I'm not going to explain today. Okay, still why? Because of in future sessions, no, I will explain you field by field. Okay, you'll get a very clear idea. Okay, so this is the page where even in yesterday session also we were discussed complete in the in this particular page itself only we have seen. No other page we have navigated. Example, if you observe that in the home screen, if you observe that in the home screen, okay, we do have many modules were available related to performance, talent management, goals, absence, COTL, goals, career, all the modules were available. Okay, so but for related to recruiting, we will go directly to the hiring page itself, my client group and hiring. Okay, so inside hiring we do have some more sub pages will be there. Okay, in the sub pages we will see one by one. Okay, as of now, if you observe that to create a job requisition, directly go to job requisitions page, and there is an option to create a requisition. To create a requisition, let me click on this. Okay, so once if you click on this add, it takes us to a separate page where the blank requisition that we need to start creating. Okay, see here, just I will zoom in and zoom out. See, when I click on zoom in and zoom out, no, so automatically the responsive UI it get adjusting automatically. See, automatically it get adjusted, the fields and all will get adjusted automatically. Okay, so when you are creating a job requisition, when you're creating a job requisition, there are many sections were available. See here, total 13 sections were available to create a job requisition. Okay, to create this requisition, it's not a simple process. Minimum it takes 15 minutes to, I mean, all the details they have to fill, right? Minimum 15 minutes it will take to create a job requisition in case if they are creating the requisition the first time. Okay, so we also will create one or two multiple requisition and will verify. Okay, to create a job requisition, see the first section will be how section. Okay, in this how section, if you observe that we have requisition type, templates, I mean use, and the recruiting type, locations, and the requisition templates were available. Okay, so now what I will do is directly I will take a standard requisition. Okay, so I will explain in the later point of time. No, see there what is the difference between standard and pipeline. Okay, all the drop downs, wherever the drop downs. Okay, we instead of calling drop downs, we'll call it as a lookup values. Okay, these all lookup values, no, we will discuss in further sessions from where we are capturing this and all. Okay, so as of now, in this requisition type, we'll set as standard and the template. This is very important one when you're creating a requisition. Okay, customer to customer, these five things will be vary. Okay, some customers what they will do is directly they will go with the positions. Some customers they will go with jobs, or else some they will go with the only with the templates. Okay, so whenever I was choosing this particular lookup value, the fields were changing, right? In the house section, see, the fields are changing. If I choose the blank, nothing will be available. Directly, you have to create completely, you have to fill it. In case if you are choosing the requisition as existing requisition, that means someone is already created all the requisitions. Okay, so list of all the requisitions will get displayed. Now, if you choose any one, if you choose any one, okay, by default, whatever the values is available for this requisition, remaining all the sections will get filled automatically. Whatever the values is available for this 9934 requisition, remaining all the details will get filled automatically. So let me click on this continue. We'll see. Okay, so basic information, hiring, see, everything is automatically got filled. Okay, in case if you want to do any changes, you can do the change. I mean, you can update the existing requisition. If I click just on recruiter, what they will do is they'll verify, see, all the details has been filled automatically by using the template. Okay, so existing template. Okay, this is the one way of creating a requisition, but most of the customers they don't use this one. Okay, so let me cancel. I'll create a new one. Okay, so now I will go with the blank requisition. Why? Because of I need to explain everything. Okay, so if you choose, and also there is a template called use as template. This template, okay, some of the customers why they will use this template. No, in the back end we will upload all our requisition. Okay, on daily basis, some of the commonly using templates will be there, no, that directly will upload in the backend. When they choose the template and the recruiting type, okay, this is also an lookup value. Okay, so here you will get the values template requisition templates. Okay, if you choose that requisition template by default, and if you click on continue, the whatever the values that is available in this loan assistant requisition, remaining all the fields will get populated. Okay, so for each use template, no, there are specific configurations that we have to do. Okay, so and if you go with the position, okay, directly we'll fetch it from the core HR. Okay, in the core HR, some basics is required for the core HR. So we directly for the position and the job, we'll get the details from the core HR module. Okay, see, based on the business unit, it will be keeps changing. Okay, so now we'll go with the blank requisition. Okay, in this blank requisition, click on continue. In the basic information, if you find that it is asking you to provide the requisition title. Okay, so I'll give sales manager. Okay, so you can provide senior sales manager. Okay, senior sales manager, and number of openings and language that you require, that you can do change. Click on continue. Okay, so hiring managers. Okay, see, if you observe that here, there is a hiring team. When you are choosing the hiring manager and recruiter, okay, so you can ask me a question, why by default the hiring manager has been displayed? Okay, the logged in employee is Katis Fiti. Okay, so whoever they are raising a requisition, by default it will capture the hiring manager as a logged in employee. Okay, and also to create this requisition, we might have previously given this particular logged in employee, he might have acting as a recruiter, or he might have acting as a hiring manager. In these two roles only, they will get an option to create a job requisition. Okay, so because of that reason, he is able to create a requisition, and also by default, by this is the default functionality, seeded functionality. Okay, so because of that reason, automatically he got filled here. And the recruiter, so if you observe that here, you can choose the recruiter as well. Okay, if you search any of the name, example, I will search with I'll search with the name. If you enter two or three characters, no, all the names will get populated here. So if you want to choose, okay, I can choose the particular recruiter. Okay, once after choosing the recruiter, in case if you want to provide any collaborator, okay, you can add the collaborators as well. Okay, this is the hiring team. That means this particular section will act, see, example, for this particular requisition. Okay, recruiter will be the owner. He has complete access. He can edit, or he want to do any changes that he can do, and also can release an offer letter to the candidate. recruiter will have complete permissions. Okay, so click on continue. Click on continue, and the next one will be requisition structure. A requisition structure. Okay, if you observe that there is a recruiting type, this is the lookup value, and organization. See, there are organization structures we have already created. Okay, and next, this is the primary locations and other location. This primary location and all, no, we are capturing from the geographies. In the core HR, we have different geography, and the ORC different geographies there that we have to create it. Okay, and if you observe that here in the job family, these details and all from where we are capturing. Okay, so these details and all, job family, primary location, organization. Okay, from where we are capturing. So when I was creating this requisition, okay, compulsory you'll get a where, I mean completely all you will be have a question mark. Don't worry, I'll discuss that. Okay, this is the detailed section. Okay, why detailed section? No, in this detailed section, some organizations what they will do is they need, okay, few more fields need to be added. Example, as of now only four fields is available, and also in this 13 section many of the fields is available, but still they want few more fields need to be added. Okay, so in the job requisition they want, example, commonly using field is replacement field. Okay, whether it is a replacement or a new requisition, what it is. Okay, so or else you can, if it is a replacement, which employee that we are going to replace. Okay, all the extra fields that you can create it here. Okay, so based on the customer requirement, all the DFF fields, okay, descriptive flex fields, that we can create it here directly. No other fields is example, if you are creating a DFF field, no, directly it will fall under this detail section. No other sections you cannot create. You cannot create any other DFF fields. Only in detail section only you can create it here. Okay, so now we'll select these details. These are all the drop downs which is already available. Okay, so if you want to add a new fields, you can add it here in the detail section. Okay, click on continue. This is the work requirement. This work requirement section, no, we are capturing it from the profile management. In the profile management, see whether it is a travel required, domestic travel frequency, willing to relocate or not. Okay, work days Monday to Friday and all these details and all, it won't affect anywhere. Just to capture the to capture the data, and also we will show it in the career site. Okay, just for showing purpose, we'll do these details. Okay, and the posting description. See, if you observe that, no, for this particular requisition, when I was creating a requisition, I need to give some posting description. Okay, this happen. Okay, it came. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'll click on edit. Okay, so here in the posting description, see here, in case if we have added any posting values, no, it will get displayed. This requisition, whatever the requisition that we are creating, that we will post it on. Okay, internally we can post it, or externally we can post it. And also the description for internal it will vary, and also for external, in case if it is varying, still we have an option, posting description for internal candidates. Okay, posting description for external candidate. Okay, both the option. In case if it is same, whatever that you are posting for internal, if it is same for the external also, you can choose this particular option. This will get hidden. Okay, and also these values, as of now we haven't created in the backend. No, in the content library we'll create it directly. It will display under this particular section. Okay, so you can, in the drop down you can choose it by default, whatever the, I mean commonly using posting description will be there, no, that you can create it here. Okay, so automatically you can select it. In case if you want to enter, if you want to enter here itself only some custom description. Okay, there is a short description and complete all the details that you can enter, roles and responsibilities, qualification, all the details that you can enter here. Okay, now click on continue. This is about the posting description. Later on, skills. Okay, so for this particular section, what skills is required? Okay, what skills is required? Say example, I need Java. Okay, what is the importance, whether it is required or not, that you can choose it here. Okay, so but only skill is mandatory, I was providing it here. I'll show you where it will get reflected. Okay, select one more. Okay, Oracle Fusion. Okay, so save it. So once after saving all these details, no skill details, directly when you publish this requisition in the career site, okay, whatever the skills that you have created here, it will get reflect in the career site. Okay, so this is about the skill section. This skill section also recently has been added. Previously, we don't have this one. Okay, so click on continue. Now, offer information. This is very important. Offer information. Offer information in the sense, if you observe that here, we do have legal employer, business unit. One second, someone joined. Okay. Okay, see if you observe that legal employer, business unit, departments, primary location, other location, workplace, job. Okay, we do have all these details were available in the core HR. If I click on this business unit, see the list were coming. See here, business unit, list of departments. Okay, uh, list of legal employers. Okay, and also primary location. See, they all these lists from where we are capturing, from where we are capturing. Okay, so even if you observe that there is a job, okay, there is a list. All these details we are capturing it from the core HR. Click on continue. Now let's estimated time to hire. Okay, this estimated time to hire, no, in the test environment I cannot show. Why? Because of its works based on the AI, affiliate intelligence, based on it's a separate license required to work on this. Okay, I cannot show you, but let me take a screenshot from any of my prod environment, and later on I'll show you that. Okay, see, this is how the estimated days it will get displayed to complete this requisition. Okay, so this, to work on this time to hire, no, we have only basic setup. Once after enabling that, automatically based on the values which we have provided, no, and also the based on the previous requisition what is happened, okay, the days will get display here. For the first hire, these many days it's required to complete the requisition. Okay, so next one, attachments. In case if you want to add any attachments for this particular requisition for the internal purpose, you can add the attachments. Okay, so click on continue, and the most important thing is configuration section. Okay, so in this configuration section, if you observe that we have candidate selection process, external application flow, and also whether it is a hot job or not, allow candidate to apply when not posted. For each and every field there is a specific configuration, specific functionality where available. So now let me select the candidate selection process. See, there are many candidate selection process where available. What is candidate selection process and what is external application flow? Even in the yesterday session I were explaining these two fields. Okay, so candidate selection process in the sense, we do have like first we will new phase, screening, interview phases, offer phase, HR phase, all the phases where will be available. Okay, so it will be keeps changing on whatever the requisitions that were happening, no, for freshers, campus recruits, or interns, experienced person. Okay, more than VP level and all, no, this particular selection process will be keeps changing. This selection process we will configure in the backend completely based on the requirement. Okay, let me select anyone here. Okay, so I'll choose the customer service representative. Okay, even based on the position to position, if requisitions is varying, still you have an option to choose that here. Okay, so next one, external application flow. External application flow in the sense, I'll choose anyone. Even here also based on the recruiting type. Okay, this will be vary. Okay, what is external application flow? External application, when the candidate is applying for any of the requisition were available in the career site. Okay, the the blocks will get displayed. I mean, what details? First, we will ask the candidate when they are applying. We first will ask them to confirm the email ID, personal information, contact information, address, experience. I will ask them upload to enter the uh, resume. Okay, whatever the details that required, no, all the details will include in the external application flow. In case if it is a fresher, a fresher requisition, okay, we don't need to add the experience. Okay, that we can remove it, we can choose some other. Okay, that might be varying one to one requisition. Okay, so you can choose on your own. Okay, so later on if you click on this. This is in 22D. We got this update. Okay, that I'll explain it later. Okay, click on continue. Okay, and next one, this is also an important questions. That means a pre-screening questions for this particular job requisition. Okay, for this particular job requisition, whenever that I have posted this requisition on the career site, or else I have been posted in any of vendors. Okay, or else in Now Career, LinkedIn, and all. No, many candidates will be applying. Okay, you when they are applying, I need to give some pre-screening questions. Okay, once after completing that particular questions, they have to get qualified, otherwise they will get rejected by default by the system. Okay, by default they will get rejected by the system. There is for internal pre-screening questions and external pre-screening questions, both were available. Okay, so you can ask me a question directly, why it was displaying with the lock symbol when we were configuring these questions, right? When we are configuring these questions, I mean, the customers will give us a lot of questions to create a pre-screening for internal, external, and interview questions and all. No, when we are configuring it, we have an option, uh, uh, add automatically. Add automatically, if you are creating that, if you choose that option, okay, by default it will get added to the requisition. Okay, there is a scoring as well. If you observe that, there is a scoring as well. I- okay, in case if you want to remove it, no, it's not possible to remove. Okay, in the backend you have to do that. Okay, if you want to add more questions manually, see, there are many questions. Whatever the questions that you have created, that will be visible here. Okay, see, if you observe that many questions were available, let me choose one or two. I'll choose the one. When you choose it, automatically it will get added here, and you can mark it as whether it is required or not. Some questions will be mandatory, some not mandatory, and some questions will have a scoring, some questions it won't have scoring and all. So as of now, we were adding, see, these questions, there is no score. Okay, as of now, we were add only for the external. In case if you want to add for the internal, still you have an option. In case if the requisition that you are creating have been posted internally, okay, still you have an option to choose the questions. See, you can add it for the internal pre-screening. Most of the questions also that we can add it here. There is no restriction, guys. Okay, this is how the requisition that we can create it here. This is the requisition that we can create it. Finally, as a recruiter or hiring manager, you can submit it. You can submit. Once after submitting, directly it will go for the approval. Whatever the approval rules that we have created, right? Based on that, it will trigger for the approval. Okay, so this is how, see, the requisition, whatever that we have created, no, senior sales manager, it is in job formatting in progress. It is got automatically approved. Why? Because of I have removed the approval rules. I made it as I remove the approvals, directly it will get auto approve. I mean, we have bypassed the approvals in test environment. By default it will be bypass. Okay, so in our future sessions I'll show you how the approvals will get triggered. So once after submitting, if you observe that it went to the job formatting. Job formatting, in this job formatting we do have various, see, employer description, organization description. If you want to show any images or videos, that you can populate it here. Okay, and and once after creating this requisition, no, there are many filters were available this particular requisitions to find. Example, phases and state. Each requisition, this we call it as a phase, and this we call it as a state. Okay, if you observe that our requisition is in job formatting, job formatting in progress status, job formatting in progress. Okay, if you move that requisition to any other phase, okay, let me select this and I will click on posting. I'll go to actions, I'll go to action, move to posting. See here, one more section will get added. Continue. Okay, see here, well, this particular posting has been added automatically. Okay, so when I click on this posting, it will ask you to post it, whether it is internal career site or external career site or staffing agencies, or else are you posting in any of the job boards, equest. Okay, this is also integration that we need to do, third party integration. Okay, see here, now if I click on this external career site, okay, if you click on this, okay, the requisition does not match in any career site. Okay, so here what the requisition which we have created, no, it's not matching with any of our career site, I mean the existing career site. Okay, so I want to show you this particular section. We'll get an option to post the requisition on our career site. Okay, so I'll try other requisition. Even to create a requisitions, we can create multiple career sites. Okay, so we'll see whether this also will get populate an error. Okay, there is a problem with this is the demo instance, so because of that reason we are facing an issue. Okay, there is, I think, only one or two career sites were available, because of that reason throwing an error. Okay, so no problem. Okay, we'll take already posted requisition. Okay, if you take this particular requisition and I'll go to posting section. It's loading. These requisitions are very old requisition, because of that reason it takes some time to load. Okay, so here the requisition, whatever the requisition that you have created, we can post it internally, externally, or else you can share the requisition to any of the agencies, third party agencies, and also you can post it on our Naukri, or I mean eQuest. If you have installed the eQuest, no, the inside eQuest we do have multiple third party vendors will be there. Okay, so now I'll go to posting. I'll go to posting. See here, this is our external career site. This is how that you can post. Okay, when you click on edit, even this also faced an error. Actually, when you have posted the career site, no, here you can see career site name, in which career sites and all that you have posted. You can verify it here. Even see internal career site, it has been already unposted. Okay, so this is how you can post our career site. Okay, so as of now, for testing purpose, just I want to show you, okay, in the correct manner, when we once after creating our career site, no, that I will show you very clearly here. Okay, so there is a interactions, interviews, feedbacks, and also most important thing is that you need to remember this progress tab. Okay, in this progress tab, no, from from the start creating of this particular requisition, in each and every state, how many hours that you have spent, it will note it down here. See, you are in draft status, 0 minutes, automatically it got approved. In formatting, you are in 2 minutes. In posting phase, you are in 0 minutes, and you were in from unpost status, you are in last 4 months. Okay, the requisition, the timing also it will get displayed. This is very important one that we need to note it down. Even the same applies for the candidate, that also I'll show it in the future sessions. Okay, this is how that we can create a requisition. Now okay, let me open career site as well. I'll open the career site. You'll get more questions now. Okay, so as of now we have created a requisition. Okay, so when you are creating a requisition, all the lookup values, drop downs, everything, simply you have selected and you have submitted it. You can ask me a question, from where to we are getting that particular drop down values, all the selection process, external application flows, career site. Okay, so if you are working on this particular details, okay, someone might have already configured this one. Someone have already been configured it. Let me show you the career site as well. Go to setup and maintenance. Okay, this particular setup and maintenance, what is this and all, from tomorrow session 2 I will explain you very clearly. Okay, we need some privileges for this, roles and privileges, I'll explain. Okay, from step by step, from tomorrow sessions 2 I'll explain. Okay, so here go to recruiting. Even this also, in this particular drop downs, this we call it as a offerings, we have to opt it. Okay, that also I'll show you that. Go to candidate experience. Okay, there is a career site. Okay, these career sites are by default in the test environment. By default, it created by the Oracle. Let it load. Okay, so only three career sites were available. That too, they are maintaining only for some of the job categories only. Because of that reason, we faced an error. Okay, so go to site, how to create a requisition and all. Still, we do have much more configuration. Just I'll show you. Click on edit and I'll show you. This is the career site which we have created. Just example. Okay, in this career site, no, if you observe that here, okay, if you observe that here, this is how the requisition this is how the requisition will be available, posted on all the details here. It will be available. If you click on it, it will open up a page. It will open up a page. Okay. So here, this is the primary location will get display. See, this is the job description that you can provide. Okay. And this is about us, about the team. This is the job formatting. Okay. And this is the job information. This particular job information has been in 23A recent release only. This has been added. Okay. These are in case still if you want to add more information, videos, images, any other details also, still we have an option to this particular section that you can add it here. Okay. When you click on apply, when you click on apply, okay. Okay. First time it won't ask for any OTP. From second time it will ask you for a OTP. So here now as a candidate, I was applying for one of the requisition which is already available in the career site. So if you ask, it will ask you to enter the resume. This is the third party integration. Okay, telemetry and all. Okay, next if you observe the contact information, okay, diversity information, application, pre-screening questions. It is asking you to provide the experience, education details and all. Okay, and resume, cover letter. Okay, if you have any license and certificates, languages, work preference, okay, skills. See, whether are you interested to receive the job marketing notifications and all. Okay, marketing notifications. It will ask you finally to provide the signature and submit. Okay, these many details that we are capturing it from the candidate. Okay, then how these details are exactly contact information, diversity information, application information, work experience, all these details are capturing here. Is that required for fresher? Is that required? Okay, for experience only, experienced person only, this previous organization details and all they can provide. Okay, for others it won't be available, right? Okay, so if you observe that, this is we call it as a job application flow. This we call it as a job application flow. In this job application flow, okay, all the details that we will assign it here. Okay, so now see, this is the career site. The pages and all will be available. Okay. Still in the future session and all, no, we'll discuss more on it. Okay. I'll choose all. Okay. And I'll publish it. Okay. So this is how the career site. There are pages, themes, everything that will change it. Okay. We'll discuss in later sessions how to create a career site and all. Now, 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 the final question, from where to we are capturing all the details. Okay, before starting our ORC module or creating our job requisition. Okay, first we need to define all these things that we need to define to create a job requisition. Okay, why schedules are required, UI changes, security, offer letters, why it is required. Okay, there is a dependency when you are creating a job requisition. Okay, when you're creating a job requisition, compulsory some roles should be there. You need to enable the offering, job application flows is required, candidate selection process is required. Okay, and also candidate pools, talent community, some of the questionnaire is required. Okay, agencies to be there in the system, offer letters to release an offer letter to candidate, offer letters should be there, and also notifications need to be triggered when you are scheduling an interview, when you are rejected, approved, moving from one phase to another phase, all the notifications should be available, right? All the notifications need to be configured. Interviews template should be created, some schedule process that we need to trigger on daily basis. Okay, these many topics that we need to first configure in the system, then later on recruiter will jump to create a job requisition. Now what I created, first I created a job requisition. Okay, so now you understood that. So to create this job requisition, these many topics need to be configured in the system. Okay, these all the topics from tomorrow session too, we will start creating one by one. We'll start creating one by one. Okay, these are all these are very not a simple concept, guys. If you observe that wherever that I was highlighted, no, these are very important topics. Very important topics. The yellow highlighted one is very important. Without this, even others, without having other topics also, we can proceed further. But these are very mandatory. Just
I have one more question here actually.
yeah, please.
Any fast formulas that we have there in the ORC?
Fast formulas as of now, no, it's not required. Okay, so almost all the functionalities. I mean, there is no place to use the fast formula. Only one place is in the candidate selection process. We will use the fast formula. Still, instead of using fast formulas, no, we do have many other options that we can create. What you
Okay.
want to do, example, if you want to make it as automated, or else if you want to add any other automated notification, we have an option. Okay, fast formulas, if you want to maintain any of the uh, based on some of the fields that you can write a fast formulas, right? So but here in the ORC it's not at all required that much of fast formulas. As of now, I've been implemented 8 ORC implementation I did, but I didn't use anywhere in the fast formulas. But we have only one place to use the fast formulas is selection process.
Okay.
Okay, but it's not required to use even that much of configuration. No customer is going to use that. Okay, there are many actions. If you want to add any other phases and all status, no, in the state itself only you will get more options. Whatever the configuration given by the customer, that you can uh, configure by using our normal process itself. It's not required to create with the fast formulas. Okay, so there is no other place to use the fast formulas like payroll, absence, and all. No, it's not required in ORC. Not only in ORC, even in learning module, it's not required. Okay. Okay. Once after configuring all these sections, we'll give a small demo or training to the recruiters and hiring managers, and they will start creating the requisitions. Okay, so this is the first thing that we need to configure in the system. Then later on, how the requisition is going to create, how the modules were enabled here, these details and all in tomorrow's session, I will explain very clearly. Okay, as a see example, the logged in employee is Katis PT. Okay, so for this Katis PT, if you observe that he has the access of application implementation consultant. See, there is a setup and maintenance, and also he's acting as a recruiter, he's acting as a hiring manager, see, even he has some of the person management. Okay, all these details, how it came. See, why do I need to give all module permission to this particular employee? Is the admin or is the implementation consultant, or in case if he is only recruiter? Okay, what what is his role? That and all we need to differentiate in our roles and privileges concept. Okay, there is a separate option for us. Okay, tools, there is a tools, we have separate section, guys. Okay, that we can define all our roles for this particular employee. What roles that I need to give, I can provide it here in the security console. Okay, let me open one more thing. Okay, see here, example related to ORC. I will discuss only related to ORC now. Okay, when you enter into core HR now, we'll discuss the roles related to the core HR. But as of now, if you observe that related to core HR, these are all the 5 roles were available. One is hiring manager, recruiter, recruiting administrator, and recruiting agent, and recruiting manager. Okay, these are all the 5 roles were available related to ORC module. No other roles is available. These are all the 5 seeded roles given by the Oracle. Now you can ask me a question. Can I edit it? Yes. You what the existing role you can copy. Okay, and you can create a new role based on your requirement. I don't want to give recruiter example. We'll take recruiter 1 and recruiter 2 were there. Okay, so for these 2 recruiters, no, he need we have to give the uh, permission to delete the requisition. For recruiter 2, no delete option required. Okay, you should not update the job offer, you should not I mean, edit any of the offer related details and all. Okay, there is a restriction for recruiter too. That details will copy this recruiter role, and we will whatever the privileges is required, I will remove it here, and I will assign that these privileges to this recruiter role. And when they are logged in as employee, no, only whatever the privileges that we are given, that based on that privilege only, he can work accordingly. Okay, this is how we can create. Okay, the basic role for the ORC module is hiring manager. Okay, hiring manager will have very few privileges, okay, to create the job requisition, and he can view the details. He can view, the hiring manager can view the job requisition, what is created, what is the status of the requisition and all. Hiring manager can verify. And that too, we can do one restriction here. Example, now if you take myself, I'm the Rajesh, okay, right? So here, as a Rajesh, okay, I've been raised up to 10 requisitions. I have raised only 10 requisition. Now another example, you can take Sai or someone, okay, has been raised around 20 requisition. Total 30 requisitions were available in the system. 30 requisition. Now, will Rajesh see the 30 requisition, or Sai see the 30 requisition, or else Rajesh only can see 10 requisitions? I mean, his own requisitions. Yes, this type of security privileges also that we can do. Whatever the requisitions raised by the Rajesh, he can view his own requisition. Any other requisition raised by recruiters or hiring managers, no, they cannot view. Okay, his own requisitions that he can see, his or he can view his own requisitions. That also one type of restriction that we can create, security that we can create in the system. Okay, here we do have many of the securities like job requisition security, candidate security, based on the roles and privileges also, data level security, function level security also, that we can define in the system. Securities will play a major role in the ORC module. Okay, so as of now, we no need to deep dive into the security, that I will discuss later. Okay, these are some basic setup that we need to do. So when you are configuring in the system, right, when we are configuring, must and should for the respective particular implementation team, okay, we'll give recruiting administrator, recruiter, and recruiting manager role that we will provide it here. And what is this recruiting agent? Okay, recruiting agent will give it for only for the third party agencies. Once after creating a requisition, no, we will share our requisition to third party uh, vendors. Okay, whatever the requisition that we have shared to them, they will upload or they will refer the candidates. Okay, they will refer the candidates, and we will using the invite option, no, they will refer the candidates directly. They will fall under the prospect in our system. If you go to hiring, no, I'll show you that as well. Okay, if you go to hiring, the agencies, the complete the all the example, the requisitions, the senior sales manager, whatever that I have created, no, I will share this particular job requisition to the vendor. Taking some time. Okay, so here once after going to, there is an option of staffing agents. I can, in case you would have created a agencies, no, it will display. Okay, let me search. In case if it is available, I'll show you, or else we'll create. Yeah, see, there is uh, three agencies were available. I will choose multiple agencies or anyone. Click on save and close. That means the requisition, whatever the requisition that I have created, I'll share to this particular agent. Okay, so they will start, they can log in, they can log in. If you have created a staffing agent, if you have created a staffing agent, by default system will get assigned recruiting agent. This role will get assigned automatically to respective agency. Okay, they will start uploading the resumes for this particular requisition, and the candidates will fall under as a prospect. They will as a prospect, or else directly they can convert prospect to job applicants also, they can refer, they have a feasibility. Okay, this role is not that much important. In case if they are using the third party agencies, we will use, otherwise it's not at all required. Mostly recruiting administrator, manager, recruiter, and hiring manager. Okay, these are all the roles, very important. And in the during implementation time, no, will give most many of the recruiters will be available. Okay, for all the recruiters will provide this particular recruiter role. In case if you want to do any modification, we have an option, we can do all the changes based on our requirement. We can do the changes. Okay, the wherever that I was given here, no, see example, only I mentioned here total 14 privileges, but we have many privileges were available. Okay, just for example purpose, I have these are the mostly frequently using. I mean, update job offer, create job offer, view job offer, update job details, and all. No, most frequently that will be using by the recruiter. So because of that reason, I have added here. Still, we have more privileges to discuss that. Okay. Now, see most of the screens that we have gone through, right? So here, if you observe that we have seen the job requisition. This is the page, and also one more thing is candidate search. Whoever the candidate has been applying for any of the requisition, directly they will fall under this candidate search as well as in the respective job requisition. Okay, so if you want to add any other filters, no, you can by clicking on this add, maybe you can filter it out based on the skill, name, language, contact information, email, okay, education or location and all that. You can add it here. In case if it is not required, click on search, you'll get all the details, all the candidates, and most probably all the candidates will get filtered out here, and you can directly go into the candidate and you can verify what details they have provided here. If you click on any of the candidate, no, see there is an icon. So if you observe that the hand icon, that means it has been referred by someone. If you observe the second one is the internal candidate. The icons will be keeps changing. Okay, we do have external candidates, internal employees, referrals we can get. We'll get the manually we can create. Prospects will be there. Okay, many icons is available. Okay, so this is how if you observe that he is the candidate. Okay, see whatever the information is available, all the information that you can provide it here. See license and certification, personal information, what degrees that he has provided, or how many languages that he is know, what is the requirement, previous employment, all the details that here it will be available. Okay, see here phone number, worker number, email and all, no, everything is available. So you can ask me, do I need to add more? Okay, or else I want to hide any of the fields. Okay, I don't want to show this one, I don't want to show address details and all. Still it comes under security when it is when we are discussing related to this particular topic, no, by the time we will discuss. Okay, I'll explain clearly how we can remove, whether we can add it or not and all, we'll discuss that. Okay, this is the candidate search screen. Okay, so 1 minute, let me go back. Okay, so here now you need to understand, you might having a question, okay, so without configuring how the drop downs and all getting, no, as I said before that itself only we need to implement the ORC. Later on only we can start creating the requisition. To implement that as a recruiting person. Okay, there is only one place we can configure. Just go to setup and maintenance. Okay, the pages where that I was navigating, no, for few of them it get confused. Okay, you don't worry. From tomorrow sessions too, we'll go with from basics too. Okay, so here now go to recruiting. So if you choose this particular, okay, opt-in future, okay, the functional area will get changed. Related to recruiting only will get display as I shown in yesterday's slide. Okay, see recruiting, candidate and experience, there are many options that you can configure it here. If you observe that, you can configure email notifications, you can configure the primary locations, and there is some third-party integrations that you can do, and also messaging configurations you can do. Okay, and also lookup values. Okay, this is very important. Enterprise recruiting candidate experience information, if you go inside, we do have many information that you need to configure. This is the one-time setup, okay, that you need to configure when you are starting the recruiting module. Okay, and there is a job requisitions. See here in this particular form, no, there are many options were available, many options related to campaign, print payoff, agency hiring, move to HR, offering, all these features, okay, that we need to discuss one by one. Why? Because of this is very important. Okay, that we will discuss during our session when we were coming to this particular topic. Okay, and there are many other options. Okay, all these that we need to configure one by one. Okay, so now what I will plan is, each topic I will take 1 or 2 days to complete. If it is a big topic, I'll take it in I'll complete in 2 hours. If it is small one, on the same day itself only, we'll extend some time and we'll complete the topic. Okay, so why? Because now we cannot extend. Why? We have 27 or 28 topics were available. All the topics still inside that, still subtopics were available. To it takes so much of time. Okay, so we'll extend some more time and we'll discuss on this. Okay, so there is a candidate experience related to career site. We can configure career site, job application flow, opt-in management. Okay, there are many other experience in the map provider. In the sense, you would have seen in the career site there is a map when you are applying. Okay, in the career site, that map providers that we can configure. Okay, still if you click on all tasks, still we'll get more other few more options will get display here. Okay, so here related to job offers, how to create agencies, that we will discuss one by one in the future sessions. Okay, this is the setup to configure our recruiting module. This is the place where that we will configure here. Okay, so might be you can, I want to configure core HR. You need to change this one. Okay, you need to change workforce deployment. You have to change and you need to start working on it. Okay, this will get changed. See, workforce structure. Okay, this will get changed in case if you want to add any other. Okay, if you want to search for manage position grades and all, no, it will get display here. And also if you want to work on any other module like talent management, workforce development, you need to change here. Okay, that will get changed here. Okay, talent review, succession. Okay, that will get added here. Okay, that will be here based on the chosen that we have created. No, that whatever that we have opted, how to opt these particular things I will explain tomorrow session. Okay, so whatever that we have after the customer is opted, you will enable it and you will start using from here. Okay, once after enabling here, okay, for the particular logged in employees required the respective privileges also to start work on it. Okay, setup and maintenance, required privileges that we need to provide. Okay, these things and all we'll discuss. Okay, guys, do we have any questions in today's session? Okay, but in today's session, no, just I was showing you some sample screens how the recruiting will be there. Okay, so and also some basics of security I've explained. In tomorrow session we'll start freshly from the base concepts of security, and then we'll start creating and we will enable the offerings. Okay, I have already noted down one. I'll go with this content topic by topic. Okay, I'll go with this flow. Why? Because of you can understand very easily. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can ask me, guys. Please unmute yourself and you can ask me questions. Hello. Jatin Kumar. No questions for anyone.
No, Raj.
Yeah, hi Rajesh, Madhu here.
Yeah, tell me, Madhu.
So for certification, while practicing, you can give any guidance for like how to prepare some questionnaires, these things.
Yeah, sure. That I will give you. No problem.
Means is there any possible? See, normally this duration you are telling 45 to 60 days, right? So while completing this course, even once completed, we can apply for certification, right? Means so we can.
Yeah, it's based on your, see, if you want to complete the certification, okay, all the topics that you have to discuss, you should be must aware of all the existing topics. In each topic we'll be getting some percent of questions, right? 5 to 6 questions or 3 questions based on the topic. Okay, so here compulsory, I will try to complete all the topics as soon as possible, and you can start applying for certification. Anyhow, in 22 D is going to complete in July month also. I think June month. Okay, we'll get the new version of certification in 23 a new version, right? You'll get it from to July.
Okay, Rajesh. Because it's certification means it's added advantage, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
that's why, yeah, it's planning.
Okay, in case if required, I'll provide some questions as well. No need to write. When you start applying for this certification, I'll help you out.
Sure, Rajesh. Thank you.
Okay, you can pass the certification.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, Jatin, Kumar, Madhu. Yeah, I think it's the new person, Imandava. I think this is Lakshmi, right? Imandava. Hello. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, if you have no questions now, we can connect in tomorrow
Yeah,
session.
Rajesh.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Lakshmi. How are you? I
I'm
thought
doing
someone.
good. How are you?
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I think she's already in the last training batch she has attended. In mid of that, she has dropped it. Okay, so she started again here. Okay, fine. Okay, Lakshmi. Thank you for joining. Okay, guys. If you have no questions now, we can disconnect, and tomorrow at the same time we can join again. But from tomorrow to we'll start all our new topics. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Rajesh. Bye.